Take two. All right, baby, it's Monday. Just another Monday. Hell, how many Mondays have we had since this asshole was in our office? Oh, too many, baby. Too many Mondays have gone by with this contempt of a piece of shit still in our house. But he's still there. Get my shit going here, because this ain't hard. I don't want to do a third round on this shit. All right. I got no mail today. Went down and paid the ransom on the mailbox, though, so I guess they're happy. Anyway, what's going on? Well, Congress reconvenes today after the holidays here, so they're all coming back to work again. Seems to me like they sure do get a lot of holidays. Anyway, that's when we're going to start finding out a lot of shit now, because there have been subpoenas written out there. Barr is supposed to testify this week. William Barr is supposed to come up in front of the Judiciary Committee and testify in front of Congress. But he don't want to go. He don't want to go. Hell no, there's negotiations going on. There's a deal being worked out as to who's going to ask the questions, what kind of questions you're going to ask, and all that other kind of bullshit that you normally do when negotiating a plea deal on a crime. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like Barr is trying to negotiate some kind of plea deal here. Don't ask me about this, or you can't ask me about that bullshit. Who does he think he is? I'll tell you who he thinks he is. He thinks he's Donnie's lawyer, baby. He thinks he is protected by Donnie. And that's what this whole shit show has done, is try to turn every institution we have into a piece of shit so he can destroy it, so the American public doesn't trust it. He's under subpoena. There's 3 things can happen here, baby, if he doesn't show up. Inherent contempt. That means the Sergeant of Arms of the House of Representatives can go over with a set of handcuffs and slap him on William Barr and drag his ass there. That's the law. Inherent contempt. But that's not going to happen, because they're not going to go slap cuffs on the Attorney General of the United States. Well, that would just be disgraceful. Besides that, he's protected by the FBI, which is run by the Department of Justice. Oh, well, shit, that's his boss. What the hell? What kind of dictatorship are we looking at here? Because this is showing you what it is. His contempt for not wanting to obey the law. Donnie or Barr, or anybody else on that side over there. Criminal contempt. That's where we get a grand jury, baby. We get a grand jury. Barr has committed a crime. He's failing to comply with the subpoena, a lawful document from Congress. Take him to court and try him on criminal contempt. Civil contempt. Civil contempt. That's a citation, baby. The Judiciary Committee writes a citation to a judge. The judge looks at it and pulls Barr in for a trial. Those are the 3 things that are supposed to happen if anybody disobeys a subpoena by the Congress Judiciary Committee. You, me, anybody else? Hell, Joe Arpaio, even their honey guy, he would have to comply. All the disgusting people you know would have to reply, except William Barr. William Barr thinks he can get away with a deal here. He's trying to run shod for Donnie, so Donnie doesn't get his ass in a crack. They're trying to destroy the institutions of our country. They're trying to destroy the very fabric of this country. Everything we were built on, the rule of law, baby. It's the rule of law. They say it all the time. Donnie preaches it at his little minion rallies. We are the party of the law. Yeah? No, I don't think so, baby. They're the party of breaking the law, circumventing the law, doing anything to get around the law, putting loopholes in the law. They are the party that are trying to destroy the laws of this country. And we need to stand. We need to stand fast on them, baby. That's what this is all about. That's what this show is all about. Everybody's show is all about. It's to stand tall for our country. Do not allow a dictator and his minions to come into our house and destroy it, because that's what they're out to do, baby. They're not interested in the laws of this nation. Are you shitting me? They're trying to do away with as much law as they possibly can that affects their ass. And it's disgusting. Anyway, They had the ambassador, our ambassador of South Korea, on the TV today explaining how when he went and signed the $2 million pledge to North Korea to pay for the medical expenses of Otto Warmbier, he said that he called Rex Tillerson. He called Rex Tillerson and told him, hey, Rex, these guys want me to sign a document, say we're going to pay them $2 million. What do you want me to do? Presumably, Rex calls Donnie, and then Rex calls the ambassador back. Sign the document, and he did. He paid the ransom. He agreed to pay the ransom. Our president agreed to pay the ransom. And now, just like everything else in Donnie's life, he's reneging on that deal. He made a deal with the South Korea. Is it a good deal to North Korea? Is it a good deal? No. Should we be paying medical expenses for something that they did when they tortured his ass? No, we should not. Anybody with their right mind knows we don't. Not Donnie, it's just another document. Sign it. It's a contract. Who gives a shit? Donnie signs them all the time. Scribbles his name all over shit. He doesn't mean a damn thing he signs. Nothing is worth anything that man signs. But there you go, baby. Yeah, he pays ransom money and then tries to lie about it and come up with odd stories about no one didn't. Yeah, you did, yes. 17 states have now put on their books there, or are attempting to put on the law in their state that if you don't release your tax returns, well, you're not getting on the ballot. Hey, you like that shit, Donnie? I wonder why all of a sudden all these states are coming up with that plan. Could it be because the man that sits in our house right now, after hearing years of, yes, I'll release my taxes after this happens, after that happens, oh, I'm under audit, I'm this, I'm that, freaking asshole. It's a lie. It's another con. Everything that comes out of the man's mouth is a con. But I wonder how he's going to handle that. Oh, it's a rigged system. The Democrats are trying to steal the... Oh, it's all what he's going to come up with. You just stay tuned, baby. He's going to start whining because he's a whiny little bitch. And that's all he likes to do. The International Association of Firefighters came out and endorsed Joe Biden today. Well, that's good. Everybody needs to get endorsed by somebody. Firefighters chose Joe Biden. Good for them. Well, it kind of pissed Donnie off, though. Donnie wrote in a tweet that the dues-sucking firefighter leadership will always support Dems, even though the membership wants me. Donnie, did you call them all up on the phone, buddy? Did you go over to their house and ask them every cotton picking one of them, the whole membership, Donnie? Of course you did, man, if they ask you. Why, he knows every one of them, probably. Even their daughters and their dogs and their sons and everybody in the family. If you ask him, I'm sure he'd tell you he did. But just like everybody else that is not falling in love with Donnie and getting down and worshiping the ground that he falls on, he attacks them. He attacks them. I don't care if they're firefighters, veterans, the clergy. I don't care who it is. If they don't support and love Donnie, well, Donnie has no use for them. And they're terrible Americans. And they're no good. They're fee-sucking. They've never done anything. Just like the Democrats. The wedge that he keeps driving into this nation. Deeper and deeper. That's how he plans to win, baby. He doesn't want your vote. He wants those little minions on his side pissed off, really pissed off, and ready to go to the polls and ready to do whatever the hell else they feel will further his career, his presidential bid for the first dictatorship of America. And we saw it again this time. We saw it again this time in Poway. Another shooting, another synagogue, a Shabbat, on the last day of Passover. A day when the Jewish faith recognizes those that have died before them. On a day to honor the dead. A 19-year-old with an AR comes into the house, into that house of worship. Again. again. How do we face this shit? Every time this happens, and he's got a little manifesto out there. Oh yeah, he's got to chime in his 2 cents, his disgusting white nationalist defense. Talking about the shootings in New Zealand, the shooting in Pittsburgh. He idolized them. He loves them. He's a white Nazi supremacist little asshole, and he's one of Donnie's little minions. Those are the people, baby. Those are the deplorables that Donnie has crawled out of the woodwork. Come out of your little hole. Come to me, you little minions, because that's him. He is the king of that shit. We have seen an increase in this hate crime shit since he came into office. Since he came down that little escalator. Since he started with the birther movement. He has done nothing but suck the life out of this country. And those little minions of him, they think they please him by doing shit like this. Well, he's being called out on it again. Again! Because of his remarks in Charlottesville, they go right back to that. What about this, Donnie? That's how come they love you. He says, oh, I said what I said. It was the right thing to say. He doubles down on that shit. There were good people on both sides. He's a disgusting, racist pig. I say where Newt Gingrich came on The View to defend Donnie. To say that what Donnie has to say is the right thing for the nation. Are you shitting me? First of all, Newt Gingrich, never forget, that's the disgusting slime ball who divorced his first wife while she was in the middle of cancer treatments to go marry a plastic Barbie doll who looks the exact same today that when he married her way back 40 years ago or 30 years, 20 years, whatever it was. Her hair never moves out of place. Her nose and her makeup are exactly the same every time. The expression on her face never changes. Dropped his wife and their children for her. Never forget who we're dealing with here, these self-righteous people. Donnie's on his third hookup there, baby. The third one with lots of extras thrown in there, baby. Stormy Daniels, that Playboy model, and God knows who else. God knows. Ain't that true? Ain't that what they say? God knows. Ha! Yeah, God doesn't do shit about it. He put him in our house. Is that what God does with a fornicator, a liar, a cheat, a con man? A man that Jesus would have thrown out of the temple for being a money changer? That kind of guy? Chosen by God? I don't think so. He's a racist, and he shows it to us in so many different ways. Just the other day, baby, the number one draft pick from the NFL, a black guy, one high. He's the number one draft pick. The president always calls the number one draft pick. No, he didn't. He called the number two guy. Why is that, John? Because the number two guy was white. He was white. I don't know their names. I don't give a shit. I'm not interested in the draft. I'm interested in the way that man treats our people. All of us, baby. All of us. One pot, every color, every religion, everybody. Not to him. He shows it to us again today. The teacher of the year. Teacher of the year. Rodney Robinson. 19 years. Outstanding credits as a teacher. He's being honored today in the White House as teacher of the year. Donnie's at the White House, baby. Nothing on his schedule today except later on meeting with the girls' soccer team of somebody's soccer team. But him nor the Pences, Mike and his wonderful little mother, won't be attending either. Rodney is a black man. A proud black American. Donnie hasn't time for that. Donnie's sitting in the middle of his bed with his bucket of chicken and his 10 TVs around him and his Twitter phone at the handy, baby. He's got something to say. We watch these shootings, these killings in our schools, in our churches, in our synagogues, in our shopping mall. It doesn't matter. Driving down the street, oh, they look like Muslim. I'll run them over with my car. That's what happened just the other day. It is our love, baby. It is our values that stand against this shit. It's the only thing we can do as a society is to stand up against that kind of bullshit, against the bullshit that comes out of our president's mouth, the disgusting racial overtones that he hums. His little melody, they say the president sets the tone of the nation. I wrote it in my post the other day. Well, his is a tone of hate. He doesn't speak of unification. He doesn't speak of the love of a country. He doesn't speak of any of that shit. He speaks in divisive tone. He tells you every day the evil Democrats, they'll execute a born baby. He uses that language to rile up the little pro-birthers out there, the little fake Christians that want to die on the cross for the unborn baby, won't give two shits for a live one. The hypocrisy is all around us, baby. All we can do is use our voice and our vote and encouragement to others to write to your senators, your congressmen, anybody you can get a word out to that this will not stand in our country. Gun laws, baby. What? Oh, 70, 80, 90% of the country agree there should be strong bullshit. It doesn't matter what you and me think because the people in our House, in Congress, and in the Senate are bought and paid for by the gun lobbyists, baby. Just like they're bought and paid for by Big Pharma, by medical insurance companies, by defense contractors, by all of the people who stand to make billions of dollars off of the working man in this country. Those people that have to get up and shovel the shit every day to make this country run. Yeah, they're going to dig every dime out of your pocket, baby. You pay it. Or else they'll take everything you have. And I'm beginning to know that real well. Real well. We stand up, baby. We stand up united in this blue revolution, or we lose our country. That's the options, baby. Only two. We stand up or we lose it all. And every day, this man is committing an assault on our very foundation. Take twos are always hard, baby. It is so important. It is so important to me, to you, to your family, to everybody you know, that we rescue this democracy. Because every day, we can see it sliding more and more towards a dictatorship, a kingdom ruled by a man and a family who are so corrupt. Monday, baby! We got a whole week to go through. Don't worry, there'll be all sorts of shit coming out we'll talk about. In the meantime, y'all tune in tomorrow night. We'll have our Blue Dot family meeting at 7:30. Secret time now. Use your secret decoding formula for figuring out the real time. All right? And it's going to be at the same secret places. So you make sure to be there, and I appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to hit that button because we want to say thank you to all our Patreon members, every one of you. We appreciate it so much what you donate every month to keep this going. I can't tell you just how important that is to us in these days, baby. And to those that donate through PayPal or through the mail or and support us in every way they can, and we love you for it. And we appreciate it so much. I wish I could put every name up here on this screen. There are many of you, and the love that you show is returned 100%, baby. And but anyway, Anyway, we thank you all. Like, share, subscribe. John Bertavot, Blue Dot in Texas, baby. I'm proud of my statements. I stand by every word I've ever said. I will not give up this shit, no matter what. A Blue Dot in Texas on Facebook. On YouTube. John Bertavot on Facebook. John Bertavot Speaks, Blue Dot Family, and JBS Family. Get in the conversation. Find somebody you like. So I discuss things with them and stuff like that. On Twitter, at Blue Dot in Texas, out my truck window and anywhere else we can get this message going. The important thing is to keep it going and keep people motivated, baby. We stand up or we lose it. It's the only two options we have, baby. We'll see y'all later. Bye.